Good afternoon. This is The Problem with Being Awake. My name is Ben, and thanks for tuning in. I think we're going to have a resurgence in Britain. And I think anyone who is an Islamist protester who is making not only our capital city and its monuments, but many of our major cities, no-go areas for Jews is a very big problem for us. Culturally, it's a very big problem. Politically, it doesn't need to be. We can actually probably sort that political thing out. But culturally, yes, it does appear that people have been radicalised in this country. I'm mainly talking about the English young students, not the paid activists and not the people who are paying for the protests, although their motives are yet unclear, and although not, well, George Soros has paid for some of them, but there's Doha, China money involved in some of it as well. All of it to be an little Marxist. Wokeism is Marxism, it's like communism. It's the same. They're all the same. All three. Wokeism, Marxism, communism. Essentially the same thing. They will all lead to the same result. A totalitarian state with someone like Vladimir Putin in charge. And it won't happen slowly. Oh no, it won't happen slowly. If there is a left revolution, which I doubt it, because it's a minority, a lot of us are waking up, and I must remind you, we are not Americans. Nothing against America, they're tough people, but they have a lot of laws, a lot of rules, and a lot of states that think differently. So they've got a big divide. But we don't, we've just got one divide. People who are happy to let other people live and let live, let be and let be, and people who aren't. And to the ones who aren't, I will issue a strident warning that you will see a resurgence, and it won't be a resurgence that won't be powerful. It will be a resurgence of British men who not one of you would have the guts to say any of what you're saying to any one of their faces in a one-on-one situation. These are the people who will put themselves in your way. And each tough Englishman over 30 doesn't buy into this woke bullshit, never did, is going to be a possible convert to stop this hate preaching. You can't call for the killing of people because of their race in England. You can't do it. It's illegal. It's immoral. It's vicious. It's antagonistic. It's racist. it is supremacist in itself, and supremacist is a word that is used far too often these days. But there's no democracy in these protests. There's no democracy related ideas in there. It's now we read a few books, we got taught a few things, and now we know something you don't. No, you don't. We know that they do the same thing in about six different countries, but let's just go Russia and China, and then we're going, okay, well, we have Stalin and we have Chairman Mao, and we're looking low estimate 100 million, high estimate 150 million genocidal deaths of their own people because of communism and Marxism and wokeism, if it were to turn that way. But it won't. So I said, one woke arsehole protester is only worth a tenth of a good, strong Englishman standing up for what he believes. And if it turns into a fight, it's not a fight they'll want. And they'll go crying, they'll get triggered, they'll feel oppressed, and fine, just feel oppressed. Leave if you don't like the rules. And the rules are pretty simple. Let everybody live their life with free rights, not to feel terrified to step out onto the streets. Anyone can have any faith, practice it anywhere in the country. There's no restrictions. Legally, we are the most liberal country in the world. But one thing we won't do is give up our culture to you. You came here. If you came here or you were born here and you want to live somewhere else, no one's stopping you going there. We're not keeping you here. But if you want to be in our street shouting for the deaths, asking Hezbollah, specifically calling a terrorist organisation out and asking them to kill another Jew now on many, many occasions is actually a very serious offence. And the people in New York who said any Zionists have to leave the tube on a tube in America, they don't know how badly they're going to get hit, because you can't get away with anything these days. But balaclava somehow. If they can catch your iris or part of your eye, that's all they need for AI identification now. That's why all of the protesters that they want to catch, they catch. Everyone. Every single one. The January 6th committee got every single one in the end through AI, and it's developed a lot since then, so now it's a lot quicker. But don't underestimate the men of Great Britain and their tolerance. And don't take our tolerance for granted. I'll leave it there. If you like it, I like you. And you can subscribe and like and share and all that and stuff. If not, I don't. And you probably stop watching anyway. See you soon.